Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. You're watching Panhandle Outdoors. I'm glad to be here. I want to first of all thank Ken Paramore and Stan Kirkland yesterday for covering for me. They did a great job. I got to watch it, and I appreciate them covering for me. We were down at the ICAST Tackle Show, and we've got all kinds of stuff to talk about later. But first, let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Highway 7 and 7. It's hot and thunderstorms all around. High 91, low 78. Water temperature is 86 degrees. I'm sorry, that's an 88 degrees. It was 86 last week. 88 degrees. That is hot, folks. River reading, let's take a look at them. We haven't seen them in a couple of days. We're looking at the Apalachicola Bluntstown at 2.4 and steady, very steady. And the Choctaw at Caryville at a 4.1 and starting to drop about Wednesday. Looks like it's going to start dropping a little bit. But these storms are coming through. Just be aware. And I know you know this, but afternoon thunderstorms come in here and they come in fast. But we've had some morning storms too, so just keep an eye on the radar. Electronics and technology is so quick and easy now. You don't have to look far in the distance. Just look on this and get the motion what's going on. It's fascinating to watch it and see, sort of jive it with your phone and all on the report. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. We're looking at some really nice tides. I was checking out last night. High tide at 10 o'clock this morning, 10:08, a low tide at 6:28 this afternoon, but really strong tides this week and really good movement. Okay, the marine forecast, this one's interesting. One of the rare times they just said it's flat out calm. They're not getting any prevailing wind predicted anywhere. Usually southeast coming in strong, but when it's less than 5 miles per hour, they just don't say much about it. And all day long, it's listed for less than 5. Of course, then when a storm comes through, it's going to kick it in, but that's on a temporary. So no really strong winds coming in today. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's get on some pictures now. We got a lot of them. I'm just going to do a few today and a few tomorrow. Try to spread it out instead of doing a lot of them today. This first picture is just a good group. It gets a grouping of pictures. This is an old St. Andrew family. John Cosper, his dad, his brother. They just went out. It's a simple thing. Just went out and caught a mess of fish and nothing to it. Okay, good job there, John Cosper. All right, let's go to this next one over here. This is from Caryville. Had a big kids tournament. This is the Sea Quarters tournament they had. They had 202 kids show up and fish this tournament. This is 9-year-old Christian Johns fishing with Donald Dempsey, and that is a nice 22-inch redfish. Good job right there, fellas. I know you had a good time. I'm sorry I didn't get to make it down there. I've just been super busy. This is a unique picture. This is I know this well. This is the dam break of Lake Talcott. When I was a kid when this happened. This happened in 1957, September the 30th. And I remember it well, but here's the reason I remember it. Word back then, of course, you didn't have Facebook and social media, but word got around town. I grew up in Quincy, and we got the phone calls. The dam had broke. I mean, that was phenomenal. Everybody just jumped into cars and trucks and headed down to Lake Talcott. And it was just like, you went down there, it was like another planet or something. You looked at those stumps, and I was a little kid, and what people were doing, they were taking not 5-gallon buckets, but wash tubs, big old wash tubs, and they were wading out in that mud and just throwing fish in there, because the fish were going to die. And the freezers were packed for a long time. But what was amazing, though, was looking at those stumps and all, and I didn't, I realized these stumps here, they were cut. They went in there and harvested these trees before the dam was built. The dam was built, of course, to provide electrical power for the Tallahassee and Quincy area, therefore the word Talquin. And when they did, they let the loggers go in there and cut all those trees. In fact, my dad's dad, my granddad was a logger at the time, and they got some huge trees. And there was a unique area, but that when that dam broke, there was just, I still remember the news just spreading like wildfire, and we all went running down there. But that's comes out of Florida Archives. That's looking south, okay. And I wanted to notice on somebody lost a diamond ring, but they never found it. Okay, let's move on. All right, I like this one. Speaking of Dad, my father said there were two kinds of people in the world: givers and takers. The takers may eat better, but the givers sleep better. That's some words of wisdom to live by. I really like that, okay? Here we go. Mike Turner and his wife Kendra. Check this out. They went floundering. And here's the deal. I told y'all the floundering's been pretty good, but it hadn't been real good, just pretty good. They spent about 5 hours and got these 2 flounder up in North Bay. So that's a lot of time for 2 flounders. Of course, they really enjoy going. It's fun just getting out there, and that's 2 healthy flounders. But it's been all the reports I've got have been just like that. Folks are getting a few, but it's taking a long time. They're not going unloading the boat in an hour or 2 like the old days. Drew Benton, okay? Drew Benton even the best fishermen have a flat tire, and I do consider him one of the best bass fishermen. And you can see what happened. It's just a blowout. And he takes that electric-powered high-impact wrench and a 2x4 block, and he can change it pretty quick. But I did get to see Drew Benton down at the ICAST show, and I got to talk to him, and it's amazing. He's really done well as far as he's in the top 8. They made a bracket. I have the picture later. They made a bracket of top 8 bass fishermen in America for the Bass Elite Series, and they're going to have like a tournament. 1 seed against the 8 seed and 7 against the 2 seed. And you know how to do a basketball tournament. Well, Drew Benton is on the board, and he is number 8 seed. So he's going to fish head to head. They're going to go head to head. Each one head to head, just work on down the bracket to have the championship. Like I say, just like the basketball tournament. Drew Benton is number 8 seed. It was all over the board down there. Guess who number 1 seed is? He's going to get to fish against Kevin Van Dam. He got to fish against him. So that's like on the basketball. Kentucky. You got to play Kentucky, and you coming out of Gulf Coast and playing Kentucky or something. So he's got a job ahead of him, but he's well respected in that bass circle down there, and he's got to spend some time with him. And he's fishing some smallmouth bass tournaments up north, and just fishing almost full time, doing real well. That's our Panama City Kevin. Drew Benton, his cousin, and all the Benton family. Okay. All right, I did have a couple other things. One thing on the email, I did get some emails on what's going on at the pier. It's been just hit and miss. One of the things that the school redfish came in the other day. The interesting email. This is Bill Angevine, but he made a good valid point. He talked about when he came in. He said it was a big school of what he thought was bull reds. But this is a very important point now when you're fishing. Mixed in, when they got close to the pier, of course, you can look down and see the size of them. But when they got close to the pier, they realized there were some keepers, what we call slot reds, in that school. A lot of times we see a big old school of bull reds and think that's all there is in it. But keep in mind, if you redfish a lot, you know there are going to be some smaller reds in that group of bull reds. And a lot of times we just let it pass by. So if you can, when you're out redfishing, these good redfishermen know that, but don't just say, oh, that's a bunch of bull reds, let them go. Keep on casting, okay? So I just want to pass on that little point to you right there, and that's from Bill Angevine at Panama City Beach Pier. So thank you, Bill. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, one of the most favorite things a lot of us do is go scalloping. Of course, it's been taken away from us for a little while, rightfully so, but a lot of people are scalloping in other areas. I told you I was going to visit some places, so on the trip the girl and I took, we stopped by Stenhatchee and took some video, and got this video coming. But I want to show you again where it is. Here is Perry. Coming in on the old, what I call a coastal highway, going south here. Okay, you see Stenhatchee in the lower right-hand corner. So I'm just going to I have a series of pictures. I'm going to sort of, all right, okay. You turn off that road right there. It's 10 miles from Highway 98 and 19. It's 10 miles to Stenhatchee. All right, get on. Now, once you get to Stenhatchee, it's a fairly good-sized little community compared to other places in that area. Okay, but it is just strictly a fish camp, vacation area, no industry, anything down there, okay? And then I'm going to zero in. This is where the video was taken, this red roof building, okay? And this is the river, and right across from red roof building, you see the boat ramp, but the red roof building is called Seahag. And that was sort of the epicenter where there was just a large crowd of folks and a lot of scalloping all in there. And what you do, you just go down the river from there, and this is the area you scallop in right there. Just wanted to give you an idea of what it's going to look like and all. So we're going to show you this video, and I think you're going to enjoy it. All right, let's roll this, Jeff. Okay, one of Florida's original old fishing villages, Stenhatchee. And it's more a little bit more crowded now than it used to be years ago, but this is a fine place to get away from it. It's about 3 hours from everywhere. Right here on Florida's nature coast. So we're gonna run down here and see what's going on.
You got to go.
Yeah.
Okay, we came into the Seahag Marina and ran into 2 nice young ladies, and we're going to talk to Kaylee.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you go to school in Gainesville,
I go to school in Gainesville.
and your mom and dad own this place?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you have to work here a little bit.
Yes,
Okay.
just a little.
All right. Our scallop season in St. Joe and Panama City is closed. Are y'all getting very many people coming down here?
I've talked to some people who've come down from that area, but we're just got a lot of new people, probably because of that this year.
It's really crowded, it looks like.
Very.
And I understand there's a lot of scallops here this year.
Yes, this is our best year in like 4 years.
No kidding. No kidding. Do you go much yourself?
Yes, I try to go at least whenever I get a day off. So.
Mom and Dad let me off. What are some other things you enjoy doing?
I love to spearfish. I really like that a lot, and I also like doing just fishing in general too. Just being on the water.
We fit right in up there. So if people want to get down here, like it's sort of in the nowhere in it.
That's right.
It's really special down here. It's real nice. How long have your parents had the store?
As long as I was born, so about 17 years.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Okay.
Because we're supposed to
I don't know. It's kind of busy in here, so the cats may have gone outside.
The scallops report, redfish, a rapala topwater, skitterwalk, black and gold, on black and white, pink shining gulp, cotton candy, stinky finger, rigger, look at that. Trout, neon color topwater, rapala. Were there plenty of them? A lot of scallops?
A lot of scallops, yeah. Yeah, we're not very experienced, but we got a bunch.
Yeah, where were y'all from?
We're from Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Y'all came all the way from Jacksonville? Or did you?
Yeah. Just for the weekend. A few families.
Oh, a couple
with
families?
the kids.
Yeah.
And that's about, what? That's about a third of what we got, or maybe a quarter or something.
How deep of water were they in?
Well, yeah, I'd say we were anywhere from 5 feet to 3 feet. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It was beautiful. The 3 feet part was
The water real clean?
Yeah, the water was pretty
Did
good.
y'all get some, ladies?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got most of the people. Yeah. So y'all been doing this all day?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do y'all charge? Think about it. You charge per pound? Or how do y'all-
$8 per pound.
$8 per pound.
Yes, sir. We clean it.
clean them and put them in freezer bags, and then we weigh them up in bags.
Okay. Have y'all been doing this a couple of years, or?
I've been doing it for about 12 years.
12 years. How would you reckon this season? How would this season? Oh, look at those fish over there.
This year has been the best year since I've been down here.
Say that again, right here. You got, say that again.
This year has been the best season since I've been down here.
Awesome. How about you? How long you been doing it?
It's my second year.
Second year. Make good school money?
Well, I'm out of school now. I'm going to start college, but yeah, I make pretty good money.
Good for you. That's pretty fast with this. You got to do this. It's fast. All right, the boat ramp across from here.
I know.
All right, folks, I've run into a table full of really nice people, okay? I started talking to them. This was the clown that giving us the first peace sign, but so I came to talk to her, and these are all her friends from all over Georgia, right? And now, how long have y'all been down here?
Been down here a week.
A week?
Yeah, since Sunday.
A week. And how's the scalloping?
Excellent this year. 3-4 times as much as normal. Bigger scallops than normal. Perfect clarity to the water. You go through 5 miles either way outside the channel. It's limited out to 30 minutes, probably up to an hour and a half.
Oh, that's great. Have you ladies enjoyed it?
Yeah, enjoyed it. My first time this year.
Your first time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's y'all's favorite part of scalloping? Anyone? Your favorite part?
Eating them.
Eating them? Hey, do y'all clean them, or do y'all pay these folks over here to pay them?
I took 20 home, got a steak, I didn't get clean, and I tried to clean those 20. Took me 30 minutes, I said, it's worth it.
I understand it. Well, listen, thank y'all so much. I wish y'all good luck and all, and if y'all ever come to Panama City, you're going to watch Panhandle Outdoors. Okay?
Panhandle Outdoors.
In fact, hey, we always do this. I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to say, good morning, Panhandle Outdoors. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Panhandle Outdoors.
Hey, y'all are natural. Thank y'all so much. All right, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. That's a unique place down there, and that area is dotted with those kind of places, and they sort of get away from, like I say, they don't have the sandy beaches and all we have and all, but they flat out have a lot of scallops. Like you saw, this is the best year they've ever had right there, and a lot of them, and they were charging $8 a pound to shuck out your oysters. I mean, shuck out your scallops, and you saw those girls are making a lot of good money. They were. Okay, so let's move on. I want to thank Ernie Rogadio for bringing by my house some king mackerel dip. So he makes his own special dip. And Ernie, we ate half of it that day, and my son came out and got the other half, so we out of it. It was delicious. It was really, really good. And folks make smoked mullet dip and different kind of dip. And Ernie, thank you for bringing that by. My neighbor over there in Southport, good man, and watch the show on a regular basis. Thank you, Ernie. I also wanted to mention our fishing game times today. Let's take a look at those, brought to us by Barron's Barbecue Shrimp Marinades. The time today, 12:09 to 2:09. That was right past midnight, but today at lunch, 12:35 to 2:35, and that's the time for today. Now, like I say, on the video for the ICAST show, that's the International Coalition of Angling Sports Trades. That's the acronym there. Last year we went and just had a great time. This year we had a great time. This is mind-boggling at all the things you can see. But what we did last year, we just showed you like a whole video, and Gail and I were talking about it this time. We're just going to show you segments for the next week or so of different interviews and sort of spread it out. So instead of just giving it all at one time. So we'll have those each day. We'll have anywhere from 5 to 8 minute video of some person we interviewed. And I'll tell you what we do. I really focus on the little man at those things. I mean, there's some, they're big, huge companies, and there's shows and all that, good people and all that. But I really focus on the little man, the little inventions, the little things they're doing. So that's what I get a kick out of, and you're going to really enjoy some of them we have coming up. One thing we picked up, this is unique, and why didn't you think of this? Okay, regular 5-gallon bucket, right? Of course, they were selling the decals and all. The purpose was sell them, okay, like this. And of course, a nice handle. And of course, that's nothing. You see these every now and then, these real nice handles. But check this out. A lot of times you try to, pick it up when it's full of water and everything. This has a handle. Check it, a handle you can grab right here. Is that a cool little invention? So you pick it up, and that way when you turn it over, you can lift with both, with the left hand and right hand. So I thought that was just unique. I wanted to bring one back to show y'all. And you can put decals on it, or different kinds of things like that. So, neat idea. Okay, so we got us one. All right, so and again, like I said, as I go through, you meet some of the most fascinating people, and I just always walk through. Why didn't I think of that? That makes so much sense, And every year it's like that. So it's just it's an awesome show. A lot of good people. Of course, they're down there trying. It's not open to the public. The stores are there making their orders for next year, really, and the little men are trying to get in there and trying to get their products shown, and they're all friendly, quality people, and a lot of folks just like us who just thought about doing something. They got a patent on it, and I ran into some Panama City folks up and down the hallways, and just we had a wonderful time. So it's tiring, a lot of walking. It literally takes a whole day to just walk through it at a pretty easy. We'll stop every now and then, but then you got to come back and visit, and it's just an awesome time. So again, I thank Ken and Stan for taking my place, and we're going to start tomorrow. We'll start having some more video. Just spread it out during the week. You're really going to enjoy it. Okay, we'll continue talking about what's going on today, and then what's going on maybe in the future. So stay tuned, and we'll keep bringing you the best in the outdoors here in the Florida Panhandle. Thank you all for watching our show. We appreciate your loyal viewership. You make sure you do something good for your fellow man today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.